Hello, everybody. Welcome to TLDR, where I TLDR stuff. Today I'm going to be TLDRing Operation Acoustic Kitty. You know, out of all the dumb things I've seen, this one has to be up there with the most inbred. During some of the worst of the Cold War, each side has some silly ideas on how to diddle each other, spy on each other in some funky ways. Now, if you know about the birds aren't real conspiracy, you know where I'm going with this one. They had this ingenious idea to rip open cats' skulls and slam a wire in there and a radio transmitter through the skin so they could spy on the Soviets. Now, I don't know much about anything, but if you're looking into dissecting a cat to spy on your frenemy, maybe there has to be something else you could do instead. Perhaps? No? Just me? Okay. Nah, Carmine, this is the only way we can get back at those Reds. Are you insane, Ted? Anyway, for some reason, they wanted to spy on the Soviet embassy in Washington, D.C., which, I don't know, couldn't it have been like an easier way to do that? Just pretend to be like a Russian guy who waddled in there out of sorts or something. No, but they chose to get their top veterinary surgeon on the CIA, which apparently they have one, or maybe there was like a contractor or something. Details unclear. Anyway, they get him, they get a microphone, they put it in the cat's ear, and they get a wire, and they dig that into the skin and put a radio transmitter under the fur into its skull. Poor thing was cybernetically enhanced without consent, or at least I think it was without consent. I don't know the true feelings of cats and if they wish to shed their worthless blood and flesh and embrace the Omnissiah to become one with the machine god. Either way, according to Victor Marcetti, some CIA guy, some officer, this process took $20 million. Now, I have no idea what part of this ramshackled poop on a stick process was exactly $20 million, but I'm just going to toss this up to R&D and contractor thievery. I mean, the current DoD failed the last 6 audits against it, the $1 trillion budget, so overcharging the government is kind of an American pastime at this point. It's more American than apple pie, which is more British, actually, but whatever. Now, allegedly, the nanosecond they released this kitty back into the wild to waddle its way to the embassy, a taxi slammed on the gas like SpongeBob in that one boating promotional material and ran over that cat, making techno roadkill. I say allegedly because the director of the CIA, Robert Wallace, in 2013 said, in fact, they had to scrap the whole project after they blew $20 million on presumably hookers and blow because the cat was acting disobedient and erratic. I'm not really quite sure about you, but if some random interdimensional entity kidnaps me, sedates me, plants a microphone into my ear and attaches a wire to my skull, I think I too would act erratic and disobedient. Maybe just a little bit. Perhaps it's just me. Anyway, Robert Wallace also claims that they had to undo the procedure and the cat lived the rest of its life happy. It was a long life, presumably on a farm upstate or something. Ugh. Yeah, he also said the project failed subsequent tests, so now I have to know how many cats they did sacrifice to the altar of the Omnissiah to get one true chosen feline. Now, apparently there were reports that this wasn't a complete failure. Well, not on the cats. The cats just shot themselves, freaked out, and ran into the street and exploded. But there was reports that it had been done successfully on ravens, which I didn't know ravens were chill and nonchalant like that, but why not, I guess. I guess another tally as well to prove the birds aren't real conspiracy being true. Except, in fact, this bird was real. Genuine, whole-grown American corn-fed raven. Niet babushka, vodka stroganoff. Caw. Anyway, this whole project was canned in 1967, but even to this day, the United States government on its arms keep insisting that we can, in fact, use animals to spy on people, with the United States military now planting little mics on bugs, little bugs bugging around, specifically on a beetle. Whatever, this whole thing is stupid 4 out of 10 because it's slightly amusing. Subscribe and watch my other videos.